I'll tell you, one of the funniest things is like John Lovitz was, on my scenes with John Lovitz, and John Lovitz would tell stories up until they would say, they would count down 4, 3, 2, and it's our scene. And he's still telling the story. And I was like, oh my God, John, like, don't you have to prepare at all? Like, give yourself a second. He is like a little kid in a candy store wherever he is. And then one time there must have been 500 extras. And we were all in Venice Beach, 500 extras. And he goes like this to me, watch this. Lunch! Screamed lunch, and everybody started walking to where the lunch director, he was furious. You just saw like a mass exodus to where the lunch was. No one even cared what time it was. And that made me laugh a lot, but it was funny because I had to learn how to skate, roller skate, and they hired me a personal trainer to get in shape to be a personal trainer. So I got in shape. I learned how to skate, whatever.
That was almost a little poem there, Cheri.
I know.
I want some fan art of Cheri. I want a hand-drawn picture of Cheri, and then in a word bubble, what was it? I learned how to skate.
I got in shape. I learned how to skate.
Shape. I learned how to skate. Nobody got hurt.
Yeah. Dana, what was it like playing Newt Gingrich on Mad TV?
That's one of those things that I forgot I did, where it's like, I remember doing it, but I'm like, did I dream that? Or was that real?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe it was the very first episode.
Oh, wow.
It was certainly the first season. He was on American Gladiators. And I did a couple things on Mad TV. I think I'm always nice when anyone has me on. I'm just happy to work. I did the Saturn Awards, which is the science fiction awards. George, you're clearly familiar. Yeah. I believe, Watto, you won the least ambiguous alien, I believe, was the award that you won.
Yes, and that was, 1999, George had that category. That.
He did.
Yeah, we ran the table that year.
Yeah, exactly. So I did a bit involving Vincent Price. It was just my impression of Vincent Price. I was talking about Vincent Price. So at the time I was working at The Simpsons, and sometimes during lunch, I would just, to get out of there and clear my head, I would go down to the Toys R Us, which is down the street at Pico and La Cienega. I just walk around, touch toys, And I'm walking through Toys R Us, and I hear, "You're Dana. I saw you the other night at the Saturn Awards." And I turn around, and it's Mark Hamill. And again, this is one of those things that, like, for a while I thought it was a dream.
Yeah.
And then it was no, this really happened. I talked to him later. And he loved the Vincent Price thing, and he was so nice. He was and he said, I've done a lot of movies that I'm not that crazy proud of. And I remember when I met Vincent Price, I said, "God, I love The Tingler. I just love The Tingler." And he said, "Wasn't that a marvelous piece of rubbish?" And, that's what, when people talk about like Corvette Summer or something, I'll just go, "Wasn't that a marvelous piece of rubbish?" And it was just like, people ask me to do, sure, I'll do it. Sure, I'll show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad TV, I'm there. Be the voice of a gecko lizard. Where do I park? I'll take Cheri's parking space as soon as Heston leaves. I don't care.
Dana, I met Mark a few years ago, and he actually told me that exact same story, so I know that it's true.
It's true.